Because no record yet for Lutpi actually using this Gatot Kacha. It is a high chance that's going into the hands of... oh, no, I just saw what it is.
Oh, man.
It's a stinker.
Even though the other one's open.
And obviously, it's the Uranus. And it's... I wonder what Onic Esports going to pick.
Oh,
CC
no.
was banned, right? No, it was not. Oh, wow. What a surprise.
Huge surprises here.
Oh, man. What's up with the Uranus? Seriously.
Yeah, is there something we
been-
don't know?
It probably has been dominating in scrims. What other reason would it be so, like, prio
Look,
over CC?
I think the only thing is if the lanes go even prior to level 4 and Uranus is able to get some steel leggings to kind of survive the early laning phase, then technically, as long as they scale at equal gold, they should. Eventually, Uranus will be like, I'm going to waste like 2 minutes worth of your life.
Yeah, it feels like I'm seeing what happened in MPL Philippines last season, where people were still picking Arlot into Phoveus, and then after the 6 straight wins by Phoveus against Arlot, no one still got that Arlot just pretty much empowers Phoveus a lot. So, I don't know what's going on.
Hey, we don't know what's going to go on. I'll leave it to you boys to catch the action here. Good luck to all of our viewers out there trying to make a prediction on this. Mirko, Rimar, take it away.
All right, folks, it's the battle again, once and for all, for Falcons to beat and eliminate Onic ID, to march forward to lower brackets, lower bracket finals it is.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for us to take flight once again as we see the battle of the skies. Team Falcons versus Onic Esports.
Okay, so from everything we've learned about Uranus versus CC so far in the SPS is that it's a dead lane, but then there's a point where CC just leaves the Uranus in the EXP lane while it becomes a 5v4 in the map because the Uranus is just there not being able to help his own teammates.
Yeah, it's a sussy lane. It definitely is a
Yes.
sussy lane, right? Here though, good clear. Amazing, actually, from Team Falcons. They have the Cho that can actually match the mid-prio this time around. Against the Jawhead, maybe you have a bit more pressure to play with for Onic Esports, but now that it's a Cho versus Gatot, Cho has a way to clear very, very fast too with Concussive Blast. Onic ID though will definitely be looking to invade early, and that's what they're doing here.
Okay, you get the missile arrow combo a little bit onto Kyrie. Spellvamp is already going to be gone, but the Revitalize is there to help out Kyrie. No level 4s just yet for the jungler, so I like this. Aggressive poking and taking of the green camps.
Team Falcons still get away. Flicker though, burnt out by few. Kyrie level 4. Will try to make his way, has the retribution to stop Kyle.
Oh, and he commits it. Able to take away the Scaled Lizard, and now it's a slight advantage for Kyrie. Actually, no, at this point, yeah, like 30% of an advantage for Kyrie in terms of the XP.
No level 3, oh sorry, no level 4 here for Kyle TZ. He's gonna have to wait for purple buff before he gets it.
Yeah.
Turtle number 1 should be better for Onic Esports in general, even without that lead, but now even more so. Ogren forced to recall, I believe.
Yep. Are they really going to try to get this, or does he just want to get a bit of that XP grab? Because that's 4 members of Onic Esports in the turtle. It looks like Team Falcons want to commit it. They want to try. Kyrie's still able to win the retribution battle. Real world manipulation. Kyrie's still alive. Ogwin with a flicker. Jeet Kundo takes down Kyrie. Ogwin gets first blood against the jungler of Onic Esports. While it's only Flap easy down for Team Falcons. It's a longer fight, and a longer fight that did not go well for either two teams. Keyboy brought low. That's a 2-for-2 trade. They're just scrapping again.
Oh man, you can never escape it when Onic and Team Falcons go at it. These are the 2 bitter rivals of the past, of the entire year of 2023. We just saw these 2 battle it out, and again, they know each other so well. It's gotten to a point of stand here and throw your punches.
Come on, we've done this for so long. Let's just not stop. Let's just keep fighting. I had to correct myself. It's actually a 3-2 trade that happened after that long engagement. But yeah, that just went on for so long that people are just coming back a little bit because the respawn timers are just fast at this point in the game. So that's a signal for both of these two teams. Like, nothing is going to come easy. I really thought Team Falcons would back off there, but they still committed.
The fact that they still committed into what looked like a losing fight and they won it means that they're just doing things really, really well here, right? Team Falcons were able to actually kind of like make it super messy against Sans. If he doesn't get a proper front to back, it's really tough to play the composition, and now they're trying to invade again.
Hey, Ogwen gonna get blasted down. Real world manipulation by Sans. AOG by Keyboy on the dot. Gets Flap Teasy. Onic Esports can still take this purple buff away. Kyrie with the stun of the Flap Teasy, and the Uranus goes down. One of the disadvantages of having an EXP laner with no crowd control or barely any hard crowd control is that you're just a sponge and it's hard to stop invades.
Hold up, though. I just realized that this is a different version. Kyrie stunned.
Okay, Kyle Teasy, electrifying beats committed already. Ludwig able to tell Kyle Teasy you need to back off.
Okay, back to my point here. Unless they want to go, nah, it's just Abyssal Traps. Kyrie has to respect this. Doesn't know where the joy is. Throws another Abyssal Arrow, and these two are stuck up top. Few is zoning them. Look at Kyrie, he's not even going to recall. He's like, all right, you have taken the turtle. Your pressure has given the turtle to your team.
That's just the Selena stopping the CC and the Suyo. Man marked and spotted by Few. If you don't know, this is Few's old favorite back in Season 2 of MPL Philippines. He was the Selena of the country.
He was him, or he was her, Selena? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Both are right.
Both are right. Team Falcons, they are playing such a chaotic game, and again, it's always good for Team Falcons with this kind of composition. Onic are the ones that want to be clean with it. They want to be the ones controlling neutral objectives. They want to be the ones to have a say in the fights through the sheets. But Team Falcons are like, no, you're in the streets here, we're gonna come in through all angles, you know, drive by, all that. And more up top again, it's a drive-by.
Onic, Ludwig committing the vengeance, trying to survive. He's getting chased by the Joy and the Uranus. Yo-Yo Blitz is not gonna stop anything. And now I think we're seeing the positive side of the Uranus CC matchup.
They even have the electrifying beats, fool. Oh man, they got the beats to play for this matchup. And again, Uranus revitalized. That's the difference that we've seen here compared to the other games. It's been Purify for Luke and for Ludwig, and then we saw it one more time, I believe, right?
Yeah.
It was also Purify. So
Yeah.
first time that we are seeing a revitalize here in the SPS for Uranus, and it might be the best choice. I thought that was going to be what we saw from the first game when Luke picked it up. I thought it would just be revitalized Uranus.
So it seems like if you control the center of the map well enough so that the CC doesn't help, CC can just actually get stuck and then gank while the Uranus is winning lane. I mean, that was the one time it happened. But maybe that's why they're picking the Uranus at the CC.
Maybe they're just that confident now, right? Because it's very chaotic, and technically, if Ludwig wants to hit Uranus, Kaltiz is gonna have a frenzy. Marco's gonna be free too. Go ahead, revitalize this time. So the regen that you're already stacking up on me with your basic attacks, plus the revitalize, I ain't dying. Uranus will be free, and Onic still wants to contest for Turtle 3.
Okay, Few Abyssal Arrow lands at the Keyboy. That could be big, but Sans with the Starfield right away, punishing the Uranus that gets deleted. Advantage for Onic Esports, but they don't have a big ticket ultimate. AOG though, Keyboy not gonna land it. Ogwen getting zoned out. Kyle Teasy still here. Few gets taken out by Severo in the mid lane, and that means Team Falcons needs to back off away from this as Kyle Teasy already used the beats.
Another brawl, but this time it's Onic Esports who get the dub. It wasn't fully coordinated by Team Falcons. Flap Teasy walked up, baited some resources, but Kyle wasn't able to get past the wall for the electrifying beats on all the low members of Onic Esports. And on top of the turtle, that's Kyrie with a steal on orange buff.
So it'll just be a purple for this Joy. And now Severo doing the same thing at around this time in the game. Third turtle, get aggro. Suddenly surprise Few, and suddenly with a kick, it's Ogwen surprising Ludwig this time around. Super Marco getting his first kill onto the board. Boy still spots Flap Teasy, and since Super Marco has the Sky Piercer, that is his first set of stacks on that.
I wonder why Ludwig, dashed away and then boing back. It's like,
yeah, he could have just jumped away after that.
But I guess he didn't expect Ogwen to pull off, Kung Fu kick there, back again, and we're back to finally a slower game, or back to like slow tempo. It seems that pickoff has really given both teams, a reality check of like, guys, just calm down a bit. There are no neutral objectives. Maybe we shouldn't be brawling all the time.
And it also seems like continuing the trend of game number 1, Ogwen just has his eyes set on Ludwig, that if Ludwig just shows an inch of getting kicked, then Ogwen will like, I'm still gonna commit it. And it's wild to see Ogwen go back-to-back choke, because again, even during the height, even though it is still the height of picking Cho into the roam, Ogwen still decided to pick up other options that were available. Team Falcons, this roster, even when they were still AP Brand Esports, they didn't pick the Cho as much, and now it's again just annoying the heck out of the front line of Onic.
I'm telling you, man, the way that Ogwen has been playing the Cho, it hasn't been, you know, the super crazy pickoff, Yaoi style. It's been it's been Ogwen style.
Yeah.
You know? Ha! That's it. Yeah.
I mean, that's true. Like, the old masters for Kung Fu or martial arts, they're always the tricky ones, right? Well, the young ones, like, go for the, you know, they gotta outsmart the young ones who just always want to go for the aggressive move. Sometimes you just gotta, like, kick them in the face and then just to heat check them.
Exactly. In this case, it's literally a kick to the face to Luki. Like, 4 times now it's been. Very close to Savero.
Way too close.
No follow-up ready, though, so if that did connect, it would have been okay.
Yeah.
Onyx gotta be careful, though, because if they do start playing with the Lord, they are getting chunked by a lot. The AoE damage of the Lord and, you know, the new Lord dance doesn't really work that well if you're squishy. Sans gets kicked.
Okay, no more ultimate for the Cho. Committed. Heavy front was Savero. Sees Kaltizi yet again, but this time Keyboy with the taunt, saving his gold laner, punishing the aggression of Kaltizi. What a save by Keyboy. Now Onic Esports, this Lord looks good for them. 5v4. Kaltizi not here. Team Falcons are just softly contesting this, and they give it up.
And that's the difference maker for Onic Esports here. We were talking about the Gatot and the Jawhead. It is a safer pick, and it works out. The safer pick becomes the best pick for Onic Esports because they know that Team Falcons have been brawling it out a lot. So if Kyle wants to jump in, Keyboy is very happy to let that happen and just taunt him up, lock him down for the rest of the team to punish him. So now the Savero overextensions might be used as bait.
Yep, exactly what we discussed in the panel earlier. When the Cho, Selena, Joy want to get close, high chance Keyboy's already thinking about using the taunt to stop Team Falcon's engagement. Now Onic Esports in a much better spot compared to game number 1. AOG and the real world manipulation takes down the Granger. All the reach and all the set as Kaltizi gets pushed back by Kyrie, and Onic Esports are pushing into the base of Team Falcons, threatening all of their turrets.
One more minion wave. Sans, no RWM, a lot of ults already used. 4 ultimates to be exact. Kaltizi still has the electrifying beats, but Keyboy, there you go. The Gato Kacha zones them away.
Onic Esports are still here. They're still Hella Towers top side, but they're just so confident with the lead that they have. And Flapteasy can only stand and watch. He cannot get the entry because it's not him making the entry. He's waiting for someone to get a catch, and then he goes in.
Uranus is just there. He's existing. You know, a lot of times we see in these games, Team Falcons are back to just housekeeping. They need to deal with the waves constantly coming down, and I don't think they'll be able to actually deal with the top wave here. Onic have a bit too many resources, have too much manpower for Falcons to defend it. So even with the Granger here, it is just Onic Esports with the control up top, and Team Falcons will try to go for a steal. They will be able to take it.
It's like the opposite of he is him. It's just he's just there.
He's just there.
He's just there. He's just doing what he can, providing the vision, but with no hard CC, you can't set as the EXP laner. All the set is coming from the skill shots of the Cho and the Selena. And Onic Esports will continue and can continue this aggression that they're showing in the jungle of Team Falcons as FlapTZ is man-checking. Savero right now, Bissell Arrow entry, and that's going to be a kick by Ogwin onto Ludwig. Vengeance up, and the Starfield perfect as well. Savero going in with the entry, but disciplined this time around. But the gold laner of Onic Esports, no kick, no more sets, and Onic Esports will just back off, but a Bissell Arrow lands, but everyone else is too far to follow up.
Okay, back again to Onic Esports, taking a lot of punches. Team Falcons also, but no one dies. They're just taking a whole lot of punches, and they are back to waiting for the neutral objective. Let's take the item check here. All the leads towards the right side here. Yep. Onic Esports holding all the leads, especially again in the mid lane. Sans has been the guy who's had the biggest lead. So far though, from game 1 at least, from what we've seen, as we get into the late game, Sans' lead doesn't really amount to much because the items that he has gotten is for damage, and the damage that he needs to push out is through real-world inflation.
In terms of the damage, not quite there yet for this Granger, and Starfield perfect by Sans. AOG to zone out. Kaltizi cannot even get close to the Lord as Ogwin almost gets taken down by Savero. They can escape without losing a life, but another major objective gone for Team Falcons.
Again, for Suns, a lot of the damage comes through the RWM, which relies on Onic Esports playing it clean, having a proper front to back. In that case right there, Onic was able to create a line for Team Falcons that Falcons were not able to cross again through the pick of Gatakacha. Now that they have the front to back already very, very clean with the Gatakacha and with the peel they have, it seems they're just going to have a better way to tackle this game. And for Team Falcons, they'll have to be extra creative now to look for an angle of attack. Because previous game, they had a Moskov to always have, side lane control. Now they don't. Now they have Granger, who adds more in team fights. Or even then, I don't know, like adds more in poke. In team fights, Moskov, Granger, debatable.
Yeah, it's a little bit more honest this time around, the approach that Team Falcons needs to go on. But speaking of honesty, Kyle Teasy showing himself up in a flank angle. Electrifying Beats already used. The Starfield perfect. AOG does not land, but they're zoning out. Keyboy already brought low. Flap Teasy has well. A kick by Ogwen. He finds Sans. A little bit of a miracle for Team Falcons, but Onic Esports, yeah, they just back off.
Wow.
They don't want to contest it anymore. What a kick by the Master.
Ogwen, well played. Master Ogwen with a masterful kick that has just possibly saved the game for Team Falcons. Had Onic Esports still, had Sans in the skirmish, maybe he would be able to, poke him down a bit more. Marco now has the win of nature. Ogwen's looking for more. Harry stuns him up.
Oh, Shifu, just gets blasted by Severo. And Onic Esports look to capitalize on the poke. But Severo looks like he's going to get punished this time by Marco and Kyle. The members of Onic were zoned. Severo went in alone.
Glimpses of game one. Severo, way too aggressive. Goes in, heavy crossbow. He dodges away from the first few dashes already, and Kaltizi was on cooldown. Kaltizi runs away, and Onic decide, all right, let's go for the Uranus. But Severo decides, I'm going to chase Kaltizi. I have enough damage to take him down. Didn't account for Super Marco, who was still there, and the rest of the team that was there to back him up. And Onic Esports will now have to be very, very clean. Again, it's all about playing the proper front to back. They could never get baited by Team Falcons to break formation. If they do, Falcons are the one with the advantage.
One turret, that's all that stands in their base, but they know they can't just sit back. They need to be proactive with getting positioning in the map. Flapteasy able to split push at the top. That's going to be a turret down. Even if it doesn't get taken down, I mean, it's just a tickle away. And Team Falcons are answering the split push of Keyboy. Okay, poke. This is going to be a full fight. This could make or break the game already.
And for Onic Esports, it seems the decision is, well, we got to make a decision quick. They have to just stay decisive right now, because for Team Falcons, they're the ones, despite not having, two base turrets, who have the better setup. The slow push was built down below. An Abyssal Arrow, luckily it didn't land on Sans. That could have been very deadly. Onic decided to go Lord.
Ogwen and Keyboy both handling the right shrub right now. Abyssal Arrow will land again. The damage from the Lord and onto Lutfi means that's advantage for Team Falcons. And a kick by Ogwen onto Keyboy. Kaltiz immediately finds Sans. Has to cancel the Starfield. That's going to be a punish by Onic Esports onto Flapteasy, but Keyboy falls down as well.
Few has been dictating the fights with the Abyssal Arrows, constantly poking Lutfi down. He was a full HP CC, and all of a sudden you see him, and he was 1 HP. Flapteasy went a bit too aggressive. Severo!
Oh, he finds Few! And Severo, perfect timing, finally with this aggression, finds the right mark. The man that we just mentioned has been messing up Onic.
I gotta give him props, man. This guy has so much bravery. The fact that it's ended up being a blunder 3 times, you would expect a lot of players to be like, all right, I'm never going to do that again. Severo says, no, I'll double down. I am the double-edged sword of Onic Esports, and I will try to win the game for the team.
Ogwen lands the kick. Kaltizi there. Starfield brought down. Sans is the target. They want the Eve, but the Eve still stands. Ogwen alive. The Windtalker damage not going to be enough. The Immortality is still unpopped. Lutfi Vengeance already utilized as well. 5v5 in this push. push with the Lord, with the minion waves. Onic Esports, Sans is still here thanks to the Revitalize, a stun onto Kyrie, and Team Falcons holding on, doing everything they can, while Onic Esports wants to end. Flapteezy brought low, and Onic Esports, let's see if they're just gonna throw bodies. They have it locked in the base, the minions too much, and uno, dos, we are going to a game numero tres.
Did you really expect this old guard battle to end in a sweep? Onic Esports and Team Falcons. This rematch will always be a full series, and we get to see it one more time.
What a work